Hey guys, it's Derek and Sally Tungmola here. We're the owners of Auto Rehab and we've owned our own shop for 7 years. Derek has been in the automotive industry for 15 plus years. Now, as you can see, we're not in our usual scenery. Normally we're at the shop, but we're actually on an overnight camping trip with our family. So if you hear a lot of noise in the background like that, that's probably our kids. But we thought it would be awesome to give you an inside look as to our lives and give you a chance to kind of get to know us behind the scenes. So today we're going to talk about how we got into the automotive industry, if we like cars, if we like them every day still, what Derek's story was, why we started a shop, all of that good stuff. So Derek, take it away.
So from the beginning, my first experience with a car was actually at the age of 14. My brother and I would steal my dad's truck when he was gone and drive it around the block. Now this was a Nissan pickup 2-wheel drive, but it was a standard manual transmission. I had known how to drive a clutch from dirt bikes, and I understood how a clutch operated, so we figured can't
Why
be
not
that
try
hard.
a car?
So we took my dad's truck and drove it around, and the first times moving the vehicle around, being able to finally figure out how to shift gears and not make the truck shake, we felt amazing, and that's where really the love started from. When I turned 16, I bought my first car. It was a 84 Camaro. Bought it for 500 bucks, and it was an absolute pile of junk.
What was your first car? We want to know what your first car was, so put that in the comments below.
And with that Camaro, it broke a lot, so I had to repair it a lot. I remember I was never necessarily taught at this age yet, and so it was just me and my brother trying to figure it out. It messed up a lot of things. I remember redoing an alternator almost 3 times, shorting the battery out, and ruining all kinds of stuff. And finally getting it to work. I remember doing the water pump multiple times. It kept leaking because I had the belt tension too tight, or I didn't clean the gasket. And there's a lot of things I learned kind of through repetition, kind of the hard way. But whenever I accomplished something, when I completed something, that sense of accomplishment was unreal. That was it. And then I could drive around in my car, and I mean, there was a sense of freedom when you get your own vehicle, and just what cars can do for you, it's amazing. It literally changes your life. Later, I worked at an automotive shop as a cleanup boy, and of course, the mechanics there, would offer to help me with my car and little things. I ended up doing performance stuff to the car. This is where I started getting interested in performance, and a lot of these things, it just started going one after another. And when I got out of high school, I actually ended up going to work at a car dealership as a salesman. Did not like that, but loved cars. Then I went on to working at a car audio shop. That I loved. Seeing a lot of these incredibly fixed up cars, people putting money in cars that no one would think is sane. It really just grew that love a lot. At the time, I was still into the performance side. We were involved in a lot of street racing, and we would go to the drag. During this time, I was going to the Dave Supply Technology Center, Weber State University, for the automotive programs. And this is where I started trying to learn how to do it correctly. A lot of what I learned in school was useful, but I learned more working in the work field from an apprentice kind of a position. That's where I learned the most, on learning how to diagnose, seeing what it is. I've always learned better by seeing things and doing things versus textbook. I feel that I'm able to try to figure things out once I understand how it's supposed to work. I got into the car audio side. Having a strong understanding of electrical background is very useful in today's modern cars. Understanding how to read wiring diagrams, circuits, directions of how diodes work. A lot of these things are very useful in today.
I find it interesting that you said that you had to go to school in order to find out how to do it the right way.
Yeah.
So there is a right way.
There is. So unfortunately, you can learn crash course the wrong way. I've had airbags blow up in a car, my own, because I power probed something wrong, didn't have the battery disconnected when I was trying to pull a steering wheel off. You learn some things the wrong way when you're just winging it.
Yeah.
There is a lot of safety stuff that you learn in school about, how to jumpstart a car correctly, how to disconnect cables when you're working on airbags or electrical systems. There's a lot of processes that are good to know, and I didn't know. So I learned stuff in school, yes, and understanding the mechanical side of things, how pistons, like thermal expansion, understanding why valve flash changes. There's a lot of things that are more technical that you learn in school. However, when you get into the work field, you start as an apprenticeship again, and you almost have to learn crash course from the bottom up, in how to diagnose, how to be the mechanic, not just be the parts replacer. Anyone can replace parts, but being the mechanic, trying to figure out what caused this, why is it not working, and what does it take to make it work. That I learned in the work field.
So if you like that video, go ahead and push like, and then, like I said, comment below. Let us know what your first car was. We would love to hear. And I bet you guys have great stories behind that car.
Mine was terrible.
Also, share this video with all of your friends and subscribe to our channel so that you can see these awesome videos every single Wednesday.